Hello guys, welcome to another video of the RX Java series. So in this video we are going to see some of the operator which fall under transforming observables. So what transforming observables means, like, so every item that will be converted into some another value or maybe some another observable. So let's jump into it. So the first operator we are going to see is the map operator. Okay. So map operator, what it does, it takes some value and it applies some function on it and it changes the value of the data, right? So for example, if I have a string in the lower case and if I apply the map function on it, so it will convert that lower string to uppercase. If you see the marble diagram of this operator, so here you can see here is 1, right? So we have applied 10 into x. So it will be 10. Every value will be multiplied by 10. So now the 1 will be 10 and the 2 will be 20. So this is the map operator. We'll see in our Android Studio. So first, so we have the disposable, right? So we'll create one observable of type string, and then we'll create one string data stream. So in this, let's say we'll use just, and in this hello, and the second string will be from happy. So now we will create one observer for the same one and observe. Now we will override some methods. Yeah. So now I'll remove all this. Now we will add some log here. So we'll use tag, and then we will use on complete. We'll use the same. This will be subscribed. This will be on next. In that one we will print our value. Now if we have any error, yeah, so now we have our observable and now we have our observer. So what we'll do, we will just take our observable and then we will apply map. In that one, what I'll do, I will convert this string into uppercase uppercase, and then we will subscribe, and in that one we will pass the observer. So let's save this, and in the subscription we will add this disposable. Yeah, so let's run this one. So as you can see, so all the strings hello and the from happy converted into like two uppercase, and you can say, so basically map operator will be used to transform the value of the data into some another value. So that's why we use map operator. Okay, now we'll go to the second one. So second one we are going to look is flat map, right? So what is flat map? Flat map operator. So if you see the marble diagram, so flat map operator is just like you give one observable, okay, and it's convert that value into another observable. So in the map or operator, what we are using, so let's say if it has value, some value, it will convert and transform that value into some another value, right? But in the flat map, it will convert that value into one of the observables, not value. So let's take this by an example. So let's understand this by an example. So let's say you have the list of IDs, right? Profile IDs, and from every IDs you need to get the name of the user, right? We have this scenario in Android. We have list of IDs, and then you have to fetch the detail of every IDs from the another API, right? So in that case, we will use flat map. Okay, we'll take every ID, we'll hit another API, and then we get the data and we will merge it into our last output. So let's do this. So what we'll do, first we will create one observable same of type, so that will be int because the IDs will be in int. Okay, now by using just, let's say we have ID 12 and 13. Okay, now we need to fetch username from these IDs, right? So I'll create one observer of string, because we need that all the values in the string, right? So that will be in string. We will override its method. We will add log here on complete, on subscribe. We will add this to disposable, and then we have on next. Okay, in that one we will have on next, and then the name of profile IDs. So we will pass this name is equal to this one. Okay, and if error is there, we will throw an error. So just put this, and here we will use this message. Yeah, and now we have observable and observer, right? Now we need one more method to get the name of these IDs, right? Assume that is the second API. So this method will be taking, so private one, and then get profile name, and we will be having profile ID that will be type of int, and this function will be returning observable of string. Okay, and yeah, and then we will return, so we will add if conditions. So let's say if the profile ID is 12, okay, then return observable dot just, and in that case, if the profile ID is 12, my name will be HappySing. If the profile ID is 13, that will be lucky, and if the profile ID will be else, right? We don't have any IDs, so we'll generate one error, and in the error we will say profile not found, right? So this function is working on a API, you can say, because it takes some profile ID. Okay, it takes some profile ID and it return one observable, right? So now we will use flat map. So we have our observable. Okay, now we will use flat map, and then we have the IDs here. Every profile ID will be there, correct? Now what we have to do, we will call this get profile, and in that one we will pass the ID. So this observable will be emitting 12 and 13, and after omitting, this flat map will convert these profile ID into observable of string. Okay, and that value it will be getting from this method. Okay, now we will subscribe, and in that one we'll pass the observer. Yeah, so now we'll run and check. I'll remove the old one. Yeah, so let's wait. So as you can see, the first item it emitted is happy sync, the second one is lucky sync, right? So as you can see, we get the profile IDs, we get the data from another source, we convert those observable ints into observable strings. So let's look into one error message also. So we'll add one 15. Okay, so 15 is not there, right? So it will throw an error. So let's check. So as you can see, on completed is not getting called because we got one error. So on next called, on next, two on next got called, and the third one on error, right? So this is how flat map works. So in the flat map you will have one all the data, and you can convert those values into some another observables. Let's go for the third one. So the third is scan. Let's see its marble diagram. So what the scan operator does here, like it will take two values, x value and y values. Okay, and they do some operation on it, on the x value and y value, and it will return one value. For example, if you have 1 and 2, right? So when you plus them, so it will be emitting 3, then you have 3, then if you add 3 plus 3, then it will be 6, then if you have 6 plus 4, it will be 10. So it is like it is emitting each successive value. You will be having one value from the beginning, and you will updating that value to the end. So let's understand this by implementing. So we'll go to the Android Studio, we'll remove all these things. Okay, we don't need this one. Again we will be converting. So let's convert our observable of type string, then let's take my name as the data stream. So H A P P Y. So what we will be doing, we will be converting these value into uppercase, and it will give all successive value. For example, first it will give H, then in the second iteration it will be HA, in the third it will be HAP, and so forth. So let's create one observer, and that will be type of string. It will be anonymous class. sorry, it's not observable, it's observer. Implement some methods. It will be log.d, same. And then in the on next we'll do the same. We'll print the values. Then in the on error, we will print our error. Now we have our observable and observer. Now what we will do, observable. Now we will be using scan. Okay, so in the scan we have value x and we have value y. Okay, then it needs some string, right? It needs some value to be returned. So what we will do, we will first concat this value. Okay, so I will be adding, then I will be converting into uppercase. So and then subscribe and it will pass observe. So as you can see in this code, what is happening, each string value will be emitted and it will be plus by the last one and it will be converted into uppercase. So let's run this and see. So as you can see, we have the values, right? It all converted into uppercase. So that's how your scan works. Let's see another operator. So the last operator we are going to say is the buffer. So buffer means you will be having some value in the list and you will be emitting those value in group, right? So buffer means you have already one data, okay, in some time and you will be emitting those value. So let's take and look on marble diagram. So this is buffer. So as you can see, we have multiple streams of data, right? And when we use buffer, it convert those emitted value into groups. So only one value will be not emitted, they will be emitted in the groups. So let's understand this by implementing. So we'll use the same code, same example. So as you can see now, we will remove this scan. Okay, so now we need all this data in the two groups, right? So what I'll do, I'll just add buffer, okay, buffer, and then I'll pass the count. You can pass the count, you can pass the time span. You need something in like 1 second or 2 seconds. So for now, for the simplicity, I will be getting the output in two groups, right? So I'll pass the two, okay, and then as you can see, this is giving me some error because this buffer will be returning a list of items, right? Because you will be having all these item in groups. So what I'll do, I'll change this observer into list of strings. Okay, so this will be list of strings. Again same, this will be list. Now we will print this list. Okay, so you will have all this value and then they all will be, all this value will be out, all this value will be generated into two groups. So we'll check. Let's run. I'll remove the old one and let's wait. Yeah, so as you can see, the H and A comes under this one, P converted in this one, and Y in the last. So that's how buffer works. Okay, so in the today's session, so we have talked about flat map, we have talked about map, and then scan and buffer. So you have two more, group by and windows. So these are not like very much used in RxJava world. So in the next video, we are going to see some filtering observables on the data. If you have something you need to skip or you need to add something, so that will be fall under the category of filtering observables. So you have escape testing, filters, debounce and all. Okay, so we'll see in the next video. So if you found this video helpful, please like this video, and if you have really learned something from this video, please comment down and also do the subscribe to the channel. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.